Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Purple Luna Rose, Love, and Astrology. Tonight, we get to talk about the Scorpio full moon. We are going to be looking at the week of April 21st through April 27th. This full moon will arrive on April 23rd. Hi, guys. I'm just a little bit behind, and I am just now getting everything set up. See everyone coming in. Welcome, welcome. Don't forget, guys, we are multi-streaming Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. All right. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the Scorpio full moon, and then we're going to do a collective reading. And I will be offering this free reading that you can see on your screen tonight. Get it together. All right, guys, Scorpio full moon. Are you guys ready for the Scorpio full moon? Who's Scorpio in here? That's a trick question. Everybody. Michelle on Facebook. Hello, ladies. Hello. All right, so let's talk Scorpio full moon a little bit. And we're going to talk more about it, of course, as it gets a little bit closer, right? So, first, I want to mention this full moon is very passionate. It's very intense energy. Remember, Scorpio is the ruler of the underworld, we always say. So it does kind of seem like this full moon almost tried to. I just realized I didn't have the mic in. I'm so sorry. Might be a little bit better. Sounds good. Yes, sweet. All right. So, okay. I feel like the Scorpio full moon could have maybe felt like it was getting eclipsed by that Aries New Moon solar eclipse that we had earlier in the month, right? I'm going to actually tell you how that's not possible. Sandra is with us on YouTube. Sandra is Scorpio. Yes, yes. Vanessa says Scorpio is her midhaven only thing. Well, that's pretty big. That's pretty big on your chart right there. All right, so this Scorpio energy, very intense, very passionate, and feels a little eclipsed by this Aries new moon. So I feel like it's going to be even more intense for us. But let's talk about what the moon itself represents. I'm going to actually give you a few different examples of how this full moon is intense, passionate, but can help you as you progress through your spiritual awakening, right? So remember, the full moon comes in on April 23rd, so make sure to circle your calendars. Again, it is very intense, passionate moon, but it's what's going to happen with this moon is it's about buried emotions and subconscious desires being brought up to the surface. So I'm just going to say, prepare yourselves. This full moon is going to steal the rug that you've been hiding all of that energy under. You heard me properly. It's going to steal it away, and you no longer will have that rug to hide these energies. I feel like it's going to make a lot of us feel maybe a little naked, exposed, vulnerable, right? None of us like those types of energies, but I'm actually going to tell you how this is going to work in for your greater good. Ready? So, Scorpio energy is going to help you dive deep, really pull up the things that you've been hiding and most likely for a very long time from yourself and others. So, expect that to happen. It's going to help you to release and let go. Scorpios are professionals at walking away and never looking back. So, this is going to help you release baggage that you've been holding on to for a long time once and for all. I also feel we're going to have some heightened intuition with this full moon. So I want you to pay attention to your gut feelings, your dreams. Write your dreams down, guys, are so important. Synchronicities are through the roof right now. You know how we always see numbers 1111, 333, 444, these types of things when we're on, again, this specific type of spiritual awakening journey. It's going to be different, guys, for people that are having different types of awakenings. Here at PLR, somebody just shook the shit out of us and woke us up, right? And of course, there's different ways you can have spiritual awakening. Drug use is very common, right? So you could, use a lot of drugs and all of a sudden you're having a spiritual awakening, right? Trauma of any kind really could cause spiritual awakening. I'm not sure why Spirit's making me go through this, but I guess we're going to go through it. Car accidents, right? You can have a car accident, bad car accident, and wake up and your whole life is freaking stinking different, right? So spiritual awakening is different types, but over here at PLR, we are on the twin flame. Spiritual awakening, again, it's just a label, and it just means that we met someone that shook the foundation we had built everything on, right? And now our lives are completely different. So yes, different types of awakening, you're going to see different things. But with the synchronicities, especially in this specific type of spiritual awakening, I feel like it's pretty significant, especially as strong as they are. A synchronicity, guys, everybody asks me all the time, what is the synchronicity, or what does it mean when a synchronicity happens? When a synchronicity happens, it's the universe showing you that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Yeah, that's what it means. So when you're seeing these things or they connect you with a certain person, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. There is something there. Trust your gut, trust your intuition. Writing your dreams down with this full moon is going to be big. If you guys don't have my guided dream journal that helps you interpret your dreams, you can find that link in the description box of almost all of my videos. All right, so heightened intuition, dreams. Let's see what else. Oh, I said the intuition. Make sure you trust your gut because you're going to be making some pretty big decisions this week of this Scorpio full moon, and you're going to need that faith in your intuition to be able to make those decisions. All right, so increased emotional depth. Scorpios go deep. That's why I always say let's dive deep because you guys never knew why I was saying that. That's definitely going to be some Scorpio energy. Again, very intense and passionate sign, but it's going to help you connect. Um, and with certain relationships, I feel like it's going to help you enhance certain relationships. So keep that in mind, especially those of us on this very specific type of spiritual awakening journey. Also, Scorpio is all about personal power. That's very big for Scorpio, right? So I feel like most of us are going to be learning to call our power back at this time. I almost did a whole reading on just calling your power back. So I feel like that's how important this is going to be. We picked up on this energy in last week's reading. So, guys, if you're looking for what's happening this week, or if you just want to check my accuracy, you can go over to my YouTube channel. Under the live tab is all our old videos, and we're always a week ahead. So remember, always a week ahead. All right, guys, I think that's it for Scorpio full moon. I want you guys to remember that the magnitude of the Scorpio full moon energy will impact all of us differently, right? But especially those of us on this specific journey or the specific type of spiritual awakening, I want you to pay attention to your dreams, your intuition, and how your spiritual connection is enhancing with your twin at this time. All right, so on your screen, you're going to see that Scorpio full moon reading. That is a free reading that I'm offering tonight, guys. I definitely recommend that everyone get one. You can get more than one reading, just in case I never said that. We do also offer paid readings. I'm going to show you guys that too before we get started with the collective. So here's what we're doing tonight. Scorpio full moon reading is free. General guidance, I'm going to use Queen of the Moon, is free. Talking to Heaven is always free. Paid readings are going to be on the side there. You can see twin flame, very detailed. We're actually going to do a collective right now so you can see what that reading looks like. Something still hidden is Pluto energy. I don't know how long Spirit's going to have us keep this reading up there, but we're going to keep it up there because Pluto is definitely making this once in our lifetime transit, right? It's happened already and we're all being impacted. And just like I said, with that Aries solar eclipse energy that's going to linger, prolonged energy, so is this Pluto energy. This Pluto energy goes for the next 20 years. Now, does that mean I'm going to be reading Pluto, something still hidden, for the next 20 years? I don't think so. But for right now, we still are, because I feel like it's still bringing a lot of things up, again, that we've hid or swept under that rug, right? You can ask a question tonight, guys. It is $10 energy exchange. And of course, love messages is also over on paid readings for $5. All right. Let's get rid of all of this. And let's get back over here. Danger Zone on Twitch. Welcome, welcome. I was just clicking on my Twitch to go make sure the things are working properly over there. Danger says, not secret, revealing soon. Yeah, it's happening. This is the moon. This is the moon. It's going to dig up all the things. Hello, Jenna. Vanessa on YouTube, Facebook, Victoria on YouTube. Welcome, ladies. Okay, so I pulled out the Dreams of Gaia. Again, this is what we're going to use tonight. Guys, if you read Tarot Oracle for yourself, I recommend Dreams of Gaia for those of us that are on this very specific type of spiritual awakening journey. It seems, and it doesn't say that, like when you buy the book, hi Angel, it doesn't say that these are twin flame cards, okay? But it does have energies in the cards, right? It's very soul based oracle card, Dreams of Gaia. And it definitely, I feel, connects more with twin flame energy, especially that masculine feminine energy, more so than any oracle card I've ever read or seen or touched, right? But I will say this was actually one of my first gifted oracle sets. So I actually don't use them as often as we should. I will say they're challenging. These are not easy oracle cards to read. The Magical Spirit Oracle, the Harmony card. You see that? Super easy to read. You see the sunflower. It's about, kindness, spreading love, joy, the bee, right? So super easy to read. Let's look at this one. We have Seven of Water. It's the surrender card. Not necessarily so easy to read, but the detail in the card itself, have mercy, right? So we're going to use that for the collective tonight. I am going to do the Magical Spirit Oracle for Head, Heart, and Higher Self. And then I'm going to pull Blessed Be for guidance. I do have one quick announcement before we get started. You guys may have noticed or may not have noticed because I said it right before the live, but we're going to change the schedule up a little bit. I've been trying to give everyone a heads up. Guys, I did go back to work. I'm back at the marina, the place I absolutely love to be. Even on the hardest days, my first week back to work altogether, after 3 years of building PLR and sitting in this chair at this desk, right, was the eclipse week. So to say that I got my butt kicked is a complete freaking understatement. By the end of the week, I was literally in tears, but I made it, guys. I made it. I'm going to stick it out. I'm excited for the rest of the season. I'm excited to be on that water. I got to fish today, finally, right? I've got to fish a couple of times now, so I'm really excited to be able to do that this summer. So the summer is going to be a little bit different. So instead of 5 lives a week, we're going to cut down to 3 lives a week. Sandra and Diana, beautiful ladies, helped me make the. Have we seen Diana? Last week it was Sandra. You ladies are keeping me on my toes. I do not see Diana. Okay. I will check on that in just a moment. But yeah, so we made this schedule, and what we're going to do is Sunday night we'll do Love and Astrology just like normal. This is going to be Tuesday night. I'm going to do fire and water signs. So for those of you that join us for water signs, this will be a little bit different, but same time, 8 o'clock, fire and water signs together. The schedule is to be Wednesday, earth and air signs, and those will be our 3 lives a week. Wednesday is actually my birthday, guys. I have not decided if we're going to do the earth and air on Wednesday or Thursday. It's very possible I'll do it on Thursday. So just keep an eye on the channel, keep an eye on the schedule. I will try to post it ahead of time. Right now, fire and water signs is going to, the thumbnail is posted, guys. So you can go over and hit that notify me button. Again, it will be Tuesday night. So I do not intend on being here with you tomorrow night. It's going to be hard. I'm going to miss you guys, but Spirit's telling me that I need to make sure that I'm rested, and I'm giving myself the proper time to continue on my own spiritual path and practices, right? So that's going to be Tuesday night, guys. I hope you guys are going to all join me 8 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time, right? All right, I think that's the only announcement I wanted to make. Give me just a second. I just, something just, just want to check really quickly. It's rare Diana's not with us, but it's possible that I just missed something. I worry about my moderator, ladies. I appreciate you ladies so very much. I worry that when something happens and I don't hear from you. All right. Drinking my tea. We'll start that collective, and then we'll worry about lists after the collective. And honestly, guys, I don't know. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay. I will try to stay as long as possible because I do know this will probably be the only night this week that I will be able to do some live free readings. So I'm not sure where we'll cut the list off or how that's going to work out, but we'll worry about it when we get there, right? Oh, Jenna, school vacation week here. Beautiful. Jenna would like to be on the list. All right, ladies, as soon as we're done, we will go back over and look and see where we're at. All right, let's start with the dreams of Gaia. I'd like to see where everyone is at. I hear I missed some amazing UFC fights this Saturday. I don't know if you guys watch UFC. I used to like to watch the UFC fights, but I've noticed that when you go through awakening, spirit kind of really makes you focus on the intake, right? It makes you focus on what you're watching, what you're listening to. Here's what I'm going to say about UFC. Ready? I love UFC. It's a sport just like any other sport, but some people are like, gosh, Rosa, how can you stand there and watch them beat the crap out of each other? People only say that because they don't understand that it's a sport, right? But I will say that I find it interesting that it is something that I feel like spirit has drawn me away from. I was busy Saturday night, so I wasn't able to watch it. And at this point in my spiritual awakening journey, it's definitely day by day. And I'm definitely wherever I feel like spirit allows me to put my energy that day. Do you guys feel that way sometimes? Like you're really protective of your energies, where they're going, what you're taking in, that type of thing. So pretty interesting. But if you do watch UFC, I just want to say I hear that UFC 300 card was absolutely freaking amazing, right? So just check that out. I shared some over on TikTok. But for me, I feel like mostly the weekend was calm, peaceful. I would use the word harmonious. I feel like whatever hiccups were there, definitely implemented. All right, let's see where everyone's at. Masculine energy. The maiden comes out. It's actually starting a new voyage. It could be, the maiden is giving me like new energy. I'm getting like starting a new path, starting a new voyage. I do also see the Five of Fire. The Five of Fire is a battling energy. You could see the two going at it. So it's possible that this divine masculine is in some type of battle where they're trying to choose or decide whether to start this new path or start the new journey. The rabbit is sticking out to me in this picture because the rabbit has been representing this energy of like a down a rabbit hole type of energy. The maiden card would be considered a major arcana in the Dreams of Gaia. It's actually Dreams of Gaia Tarot. It's not Dreams of Gaia Oracle. She calls it Dreams of Gaia Tarot. And it is definitely a mix of tarot and oracle together. All right, let's look at the feminine energy. All right, so we have the 10 of air. It's giving me like traveling through portal type of energy. Third eye is sticking out. And then we're going to have the 5 of earth. A little bit of a trickster energy is what I'm getting there. Emotional intellect is going to be the bridging energy, and ooh, choice. The youth is on the bottom. Collectively, we could be dealing with some younger energies, but I think the youth card is more about getting right again, new path, new journey, starting something completely new. But I'm not getting like completely new as in high tech, as in like people new. I'm getting completely new as in like a new way of living, a new way of life. Like we don't do it the old way anymore. Now we do it this way. All right. So emotion and intellect would be also considered a major arcana. I'm sorry, the choice card would be considered a major arcana. Emotion and intellect is giving me like your head and your heart may not be balanced at this time. You could be feeling like you're needing to make an important decision. Maybe it's a decision. I'll get some English out in just a moment. But maybe it's a decision that has to do with head over heart or the other way around, right? All right, so I've pulled out the Gilded Tarot. And I just realized that not only did I not plug up the mic, but I didn't plug up the phone. So we better charge it before we have one of those episodes again. Okay, sorry. All right, so let's look over here at masculine energy, the maiden, 5 of fire. It's definitely going back and forth. It's almost like I don't want to go down this rabbit hole type of energy. Or maybe not that it's I don't want to go, but there's definitely some fear, hesitation. All right, so the 2 of Pentacles is here, feeling stretched in too many directions, feeling pulled in too many directions. Queen of Cups is here. It could have something to do with divine feminine energy. It definitely does. The High Priestess is here. So divine masculine could be dealing with 2 feminine energies, definitely. Queen of Cups is my clue card for divine feminine, but the High Priestess is divine feminine. Unconditional love comes out with Queen of Cups, but the High Priestess is definitely about it's giving me union type of vibes, coming together, putting the puzzle pieces together. 2 of Pentacles is also the energy. I know it doesn't necessarily sound like the kindest way, but I mean, it's me, right? But 2 of Pentacles is like, make it work. You need to make it work. Figure out how to make it work. All right, let's look at divine feminine energy. I definitely picked up some traveling, jumping through portals. I'm gonna find that camera any moment. There it is. And you can see like she's facing the back, right? So you can see like she's whatever, or she's facing, you can see her back. Have mercy. Is it still Mercury retrograde? It is, right? But you could see that she's looking through a portal, right? So it's definitely giving me that energy. But I do see this trickster card, so I'm kind of getting like there's this energy of, and it's giving me a little bit of a fool, take a leap of faith type of card, but it's almost like um, there could be some anxiety. I don't like using that word, but that's kind of what I'm feeling. Some anxiousness about, is this the right path? Is this where I'm supposed to be going? I think it's going to have something to do with this bridging energy, because it's like you think you have to make a choice head over heart. I'm going to say that Spirit doesn't ever make me make a choice for one like that. But Spirit will ask me to balance the two. Like my head and heart space need to match, right? It needs to be the same. Otherwise, we have internal conflict, right? All right, let's look at this divine feminine energy. So the High Priestess coming out for divine masculine. That's a pretty big major arcana. Remember, major arcanas are divinely fated energies. I just want to say the snake is sticking out to me on the choice card, just saying it. All right, so Four of Swords is here. It has something to do with resting, healing. It also talks about like blessing and disguise. The World card is here, big opportunities, and Nine of Swords is here. Nine of Swords is about processing trauma. So I feel like right now, Divine Feminine, you could be going through some type of portal where you feel like maybe you feel like you're able to process that trauma, or most likely Scorpio Full Moon, right? It's going to make you feel, there's my Scorpio, Miss Tina. So it's going to make you feel like these traumas are being brought to the surface, right? And it's like you're having to face them again. And that's going to be why you're feeling that trickster energy, because you're like, why the heck am I having to go through this again? Like, I've already dealt with this. And the reason is going to be because you're getting an opportunity here to finally heal something. Again, remember, Scorpio Full Moon is going to steal your rug. It's going to be gone. You won't be able to bury these traumas under there anymore. So it's definitely this energy like you're going to have to face it in order to move through it, right? All right, let's look at emotion, intellect, and choice. I definitely get some head over heart type of energy. It's like both of us, our mind is telling us to do this thing, but our heart is wanting it to lead us in a different way. All right, so Ace of Swords is confirmation from Spirit. Big fat yes right there. It could be about communication, but I feel like it's more clarity and understanding. King of Pentacles is about stepping up to the plate, and Ten of Wands is about completion to a painful life cycle. No, it's not. It's about burdens, heavy burdens on your shoulders, but it's about completion of those burdens and being able to release them, right? Okay, so here's what I'm getting from Spirit, and I feel like Spirit's always in this game. This is the way it is for Spirit. Spirit is I mean, like Spirit wants us to have love and be happy and these types of things. But I think one thing that we tend to forget, and when we're having these spiritual awakening journeys, is that we're following Spirit's will. Like, I'd love to say that I was sitting in heaven one day and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna go down there, and right about 40 years old, I'm gonna have a spiritual awakening and I'm gonna teach everybody what unconditional love is. I mean, like, yeah, that'd be super great, but that's not really what happened. Spirit made us and put us down here, and then when we reach out to Spirit and go, oh my gosh, save me from this crazy life that I've built, then Spirit touches us and goes, okay, I saved you, but now I need you to go save other people. And this is how you're going to do that. You're going to do that by giving other people unconditional love, right? So I feel like right now, Spirit's saying stay focused. It's definitely headspace energy. So if you feel like you're being pulled between head and heart, like, I know Spirit wants me to go do this, but my heart wants me to go over here and have a good time. Stay focused, right? King of Pentacles, stay focused. Eight of Pentacles on the bottom, big confirmation. It literally means stay focused. All right, let's do a little head, heart, higher self. And I am using the new Magical Spirit Oracle. Divine Intentions, guys. I do have a store online, so if you ever want to go get your own set, you can shop their online store. I know I should put a link in my description box. All right, let's start masculine headspace. So this is going to be the masculine energy thoughts. Ooh, I think we're getting two. Nope, we're just getting one. All right, we have the Great Goddess, Transcendence, Divinity, and Shakti. All right, so I'm definitely picking up some divine feminine energy in the headspace for the masculine. So there's a lot of thinking about divine feminine. The card seems very, I don't know how else to say it. It seems very sexual. It seems very passionate. I mean, it is a Scorpio full moon, so surprise. All right, we also have in the heart space, you don't need it all figured out, the gifted guide, stars, chaos, and opportunity. Look how she's kind of sitting there, and it's like the magic mushroom sitting there having this conversation with her. This could definitely be message from feminine to masculine. Like, you don't have to have it all figured out right now. All right, let's do a higher self lesson for divine masculine. Woohoo. All right, number 44. Guys, I'm going to be 44 on the 17th. I know, I'm too excited to be getting this old, right? All right, it says, call your energy back to you. It's the energy card, power, aura, and depletion. So divine masculine is going to be really important because this is going to be that Scorpio full moon. And I just want to say, let's say you are a Scorpio or you have something big like Scorpio moon, sun, rising, something big, right? Some big placement. Remember, I never say these are for like whatever because we have all 12 pieces of the pie. But of course, if you have a large placement like your sun, your moon, or rising, and Scorpio right now, it's definitely about calling your power back to you, and not just calling your power back to you, but stepping into that power when you do call it back to you. All right, let's do divine feminine, head, heart, and higher self. Tim, I don't know if you were here earlier, but I just want to make sure to mention again, guys, Tuesday night. Tuesday night is when we're going to do fire and water together. So a little bit different, mixing it up over here, if y'all are, right? I kind of like it. I have all that Aries energy. I get bored easily, so super excited. Getting some Aries energy with that trickster card too. All right, so harmony comes out for divine feminine. Keep the peace. We've been in this energy, right? Kindness, showing kindness. There's definitely something about the bee though. Something about how the bee goes around pollinating the things. So it's like planting the seed, sharing your love is kind of what I'm picking up in the headspace. We have potential and possibility in the heart space. It's number 5. It says reach out to the potential that is calling for you, future highest self, and quantum. So quantum is giving me like big leaps and bounds type of energy. So this is what's happening for divine masculine, potential and possibility, future higher self, quantum jumping. I talked to a divine masculine earlier where I was saying that it does feel like quantum jumping is much more common in today's time. Like when I go study twin flames, like way back in the pyramid days, not so much, right? It wasn't, that was, their alignment process was different. It does seem now, especially now that people are studying like that, what's it called, that Schumann's meter that tells you like the frequency of the Earth's energies. It does definitely seem like there are more heightened peaks with that energy, and it does seem like we are timeline jumping with those higher peaks. And I know that's going to be really hard for some of you guys to understand. If that's the case, then you're not a twin on the twin journey. But yeah, I feel like that's in the head space, heart space, going back and forth there, in the heart space for divine feminine and divine masculine. I see the truth card on the bottom. It's going to be higher self for divine feminine. It says that which is true will always be enough. Honor, empress, and integrity. We did see that high priestess card, which gave me some divine feminine empress energy. That is going to be your higher self lesson. On the bottom, we have the fairy card. It says, darling, don't you remember you're a badass? All right, let's do some messages. Tim says, I am fire and water too. I am too. I have mostly fire, water definitely second runner up. It's almost 50-50. And then I have some earth in my chart. We actually have all, right? But the air is probably going to be the smallest, like the signs that have the least planets in them or the least aspects. But fire and water is definitely my strongest. So not a surprise, Tim, not a surprise. All right. Ooh, we have the block me then card coming out, one of my least favorites. This is temper tantrums, when we're throwing temper tantrums with each other, like something's too hard, something's not working out the way I want it to. Someone could feel like energies are being stretched too thin, or maybe like they're not getting enough attention. Definitely coming from divine masculine. You did the same thing I did years ago. You gave up something that belonged to you. This is a pretty big one right here. So I feel like what's happening to divine masculine could feel like energies are being, I almost said alchemized, which is exactly what's happening. But divine masculine could feel divine feminine calling her power back to her, right? Remember, divine feminine, and I'm not trying to say like one's better than the other. That's never ever the case, right? If you're on this specific type of spiritual awakening journey, it's definitely very equal, okay? But I feel like it's possible that we feel a lot of times like divine feminine is like better or smarter or stronger or something like that, because it does feel like divine feminine goes through the lessons first. Again, doesn't mean that, just means that divine feminine started earlier, sooner. I don't know, maybe it's God's plan that divine feminine does it first. I have no idea. But it's definitely this energy where it's like divine feminine did it first, and now divine masculine is stepping into that energy. Everything you're doing to heal is helping me. Thank you. So I'm definitely getting some frustration with 3D divine masculine, especially if they're thinking of divine feminine, especially in certain ways, right? Some frustration there. Higher self lesson says everything's going to be okay. All right. And I'm just saying the 2 orange cards, definitely very big 3D messages. So that could be something that has been said to you before. If you're wondering what it was that belonged to you, it was friendship. It was friendship. It took me a minute to figure it out too. All right, divine feminine has a lot to say. I dropped some. I'm going to read all of them. All right, you're teaching me so much. Thank you. I can't find you anywhere. I've tried. That you're teaching me so much. Thank you. Let's talk about that, because I definitely feel that. And I don't necessarily feel like these divine masculines are necessarily teaching divine feminine these lessons on purpose, or anything like that. It's definitely just life and the way things play out. We're definitely learning different things. Like, think about it. Divine masculine taught us to break away from codependency. Divine masculine taught us to, I don't know, stand strong, be fearless, independent, all the things, right? I can't find you anywhere. I've tried is really what happens when you try to, I feel like what happens when you try to get into a relationship after this type of relationship. And if you don't believe me, you can just go study other twins and see where they're at right now in their journey. You're going to find that most of them are single. You're going to find that most of them, their only relationship is with them and source, them and God, whatever label you got to put there. And you're going to find that those are going to be the people that are the happiest on their spiritual awakening journey. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I want to be like, yes, this is a beautiful, lovely fairy tale, and everybody gets married and everybody lives happily ever after. But I don't know. I feel like my God is a very selfish God. And definitely, like, my energies have to be very just one way, right? And I feel like that's possible that we're all understanding this like once and for all. And I think that could help too in the the same monster different face situation that we're constantly having to deal with, because when we heal that energy, like when we heal that trauma, that hurt, that pain, and we stop dating the same monster different face, we ascend, right? And I feel like this is happening for me personally in my journey as my relationship with spirit grows. All right, we are meant to be each other's peace. And so peace is coming out big for divine feminine. Your eyes always talk to me. You will notice, those of you that are on this specific spiritual awakening, sometimes it's hard to make eye contact with your counterpart, divine counterpart. Sometimes I feel like I almost have to build myself up to looking up or like to making eye contact, because there's always going to be that initial shaking of the soul every time eye contact is made, right? So I feel like some of us at this point in our journey, it's like we're starting to understand that, we know it, and so now eye contact can be a little more difficult than it was before. I need you to stay is here. We have come too far to turn around now. It's actually one of my favorites now. And I know you're upset with me. I'm sorry. So I do feel some upsetness with divine masculine. And I do feel like divine feminine understands or sees, but I don't pick up any change in divine feminine's action. So it's like we understand that maybe we're not doing it the way that divine masculine wants, something like that, but it's like we're still continuing on our path, which is pretty interesting because I had this conversation. Well, I mean, it is. In one of my meditations or spirit, where I was told that, not everyone's spiritual awakening is going to look like my spiritual awakening, and not everyone's steps are going to be in the same order that I took in my spiritual awakening. And that does not mean that that person is not having a spiritual awakening. It means that's their path, their soul's journey. I think it's really interesting, especially me, or especially Aries. We think everyone has to be like a certain way, everybody should do something a certain way. It's going to be the Aries in me, I'm telling you. We're leaders. It's the first house. It's like we want to go first and then we want to tell everybody else how to do it. But that's not the way spiritual awakening works. Everyone's spiritual awakening is completely their own soul's path, their own soul's journey. And my soul's journey may not look exactly like, for example, Starluva's or Tim's or Jenna's. Or Sandra's or Michelle's, right? We're all going to have different paths. But what I will say that I feel like is pretty easy to see, especially when you're trying to figure out what type of awakening you're having, and really, it's really important to figure out what type of spiritual awakening you're having, because that's what's going to help you figure out what your purpose is, right? So I feel like that's something, yeah, everyone should probably know what type of awakening they're on, so that they can know what they're supposed to do. But again, same spiritual lessons, but the path will look different. We're all different people, different places, right? A blessing on your love comes out for guidance. I love it. It's definitely giving me some union vibes, things coming full circle. A blessing to find truth comes out, number 17, number 25. The birds are sticking out to me on that one. It's definitely about receiving messages. Look at this, number 44. A blessing on a homecoming. I love it. I'm going to leave it right there. On the bottom, no, I'm not. Look, number 22, a blessing on a journey. Look at Spirit blessing us. All right, guys, that's going to be your collective. I hope that was helpful. I'm going to clean up really quickly. I'm going to show you guys the free reading I'm offering tonight. Guys, if anyone does do a purchase reading, energy exchange always jumps the line. So please let us know in the comments. I've seen Michelle over there helping, making a list. So I'm going to clean up and then we'll go check out that list. Vanessa on Facebook, Scorpio Full Moon, Jenna on YouTube, Angel on YouTube, Scorpio Full Moon, Sandra, Scorpio Full Moon, Michelle, Scorpio Full Moon. From the get-go for me, I have received messages that my person will arrive when I have done the necessary healing and that they are in the same process. That's probably very true, Tim. Very true. Completely understand. Tim says, so I try to focus on that. Our dedication, I feel like is something that Spirit has been really showing us the importance of, right? Can we get Danger Zone on Twitch added to the list, please? I think I'm going to stick with the Dreams of Gaia for the Scorpio full moon. I know, right? Danger Zone said, I just need Mercury retrograde to go away. Same. I'm on Twitch trying to click on the comments. Have mercy. Starluva. All right. Let's go ahead and close out that list. I'm not sure how long I can go. We may open it back up, so not completely closed, but let's just not add to it so I don't get all freaked out. I know, right? All right. So we heard from Diana. That's good. That's good. All is well. All is well. All right. Vanessa on Facebook is first. Vanessa, say hi to me in the comments. Vanessa, Jenna, Angel, Sandra, Michelle, Star Luva. No reading today, Tim. Why is everybody so scared of the readings? And Danger Zone. I had a friend of mine learn that I was reading tarot. And she said to me, she said, I don't know if I want mine read. I don't know if I want to know what it's going to say. That was interesting to me. Ready? Tarot does not tell you your future. I hate to break it to you all. Ready? See, that's how you know I'm always honest with you guys, 100%. I would be much better for my business if I came out here and said, yes, tarot predicts your future. But it doesn't. It does not. Tarot helps you understand what you're going through in the current moment. Tarot helps you understand why you're dealing with certain energies. Tarot is a tool that spirit, God, source, whatever label you got to put there, gave us in order to communicate with spirit, in order to get guidance, assistance, right? Just like numbers, synchronicities, all the numerology, all the signs, all the things we see, it's just a tool, right? Just like astrology is a tool. So yeah, there's a little bit of tidbit for everybody. No need to be scared of the tarot. Now, if you're scared about me knowing something that you don't want me to know, then yes. Then yes, I would avoid those situations. Tim says that's the way I understand it too. I bet you meant just the first part before I said the last part. All right. I'll quit picking. I'll quit picking. All right, Vanessa first. All right, 4 cards. I think I'm going to go ahead and pull the 4 cards out. No, I'm just going to shuffle it here. We're going to shuffle, and then we're going to pull one at a time. The candles are blowing out because we're in Kentucky and it's hotter than crap already. And the fan must be on. Must be on. 44-year-old woman. I don't want to be hot. All right, so look at this. It's definitely giving me a little bit of full energy. Taking a leap of faith, starting a new journey, starting a new path. It's going to be the 3 of Fire. So this is going to be secrets to be revealed. In other words, you've been planning on going somewhere. Vanessa, you've been planning on going somewhere, doing something. Something that you're passionate and excited about. It's fire energy, but it's almost like you haven't been telling anyone. Secrets revealed. All right, so next thing I'm going to look at is where you need to journey deeper. Where you need to journey deeper, and we have the 7 of Air coming out. I'm going to have to grab the book because there's going to be a deeper meaning to this card. Ooh, I opened right up to it. That's interesting. All right, this is definitely the card, Vanessa. All right, keywords, spirituality, religion, politics. It says fundamentalism, kindness. It's not what we believe, but how we believe. Lift others up. That's what it is. Lift others up. where you need to journey deeper. Are you willing to lose another for your beliefs is on here. There are many ways, not just your way. Seek a kind approach. I do feel like you're going somewhere in spirit saying you need to seek a kinder approach. Doesn't mean you don't need to go somewhere, but maybe the way you communicate to someone about it needs to be in a kind way. All right, where your passions will lead you. You have the faith card, big confirmations. Look at you go on your spiritual awakening journey. Vanessa, this is you connecting with spirit. This is you doing what I said, where I decided that spirit was the relationship I was going to be in. It's really the only relationship I'm allowed to be in. But it's definitely growing my faith, right? Definitely allowing the fear to subside. All right, so how the universe will help you. You have the integrity card coming out. It is major arcana. So two major arcana is out of the dreams of Gaia Tarot. It's going to allow you to purify is the energy that I'm getting. I do see the Nine of Fire here. Nine of Fire is kind of like Nine of Cups energy. It's like divine wishes being granted. It's like when you come into alignment and you're able to bring all your manifestations to fruition. So I feel like deep spiritual awakening journey, but it's you choosing the path, and maybe bringing it out into the open to people. A lot of us hide our spiritual awakening from our friends, families, and whatnot. And it's because, you know, we feel like, one, it's just so different, right? Different type of awakening journey. Definitely could have some I almost said dogma. I must have seen that word in the book, but it has like some type of shade on this type of spiritual awakening journey, right? So it's definitely this energy, like you come out into the open, your faith grows bigger than your fear, and it's like you're willing to tell everybody how you got here. All right, Scorpio full moon for Vanessa. I hope that was helpful. All right, Jenna on YouTube, say hi to me. Oh, look at Tim says, I will get a reading soon, Rosa, but I want a detailed reading that I will pay for. We're getting close to that day. I love it. I love it. All right, Scorpio for Jenna. Thank you, Vanessa. Yes, guys. I have turned the Google ads off. We went a whole month with Google ads. We're about to go a whole month without Google ads. I want to see the difference. But yeah, it's definitely going to be helpful if you like, comment, subscribe, and share in this next month, right? I'm starting to get these analytics figured out, especially over on the shores. Ooh, Jenna. 7 of Earth flew at me. I'm taking it. This is secrets to be revealed. Wow, this is going to have something to do with your abilities. Oh my gosh, Jenna, are you having Kundalini activation? You are, aren't you? You had this. You had it. I felt your energy. It was really heightened. Give me a minute. When was it? I want to say like February, March. Something could have happened to you around that time. The energy surge up and down the chakras is what's giving me, and of course the snake wrapped around his neck is definitely giving me that Kundalini energy. Secrets to be revealed, super interesting. When you have Kundalini activation, Jenna, the threes are sticking out on the screen. My screen, not your screen, but When you have Kundalini activation, the truths really are revealed. Like you really start to see everything for what it is. Jenna, it's also that energy where I feel like I asked spirit. It was right about that time too. Where I was like, if there's something I need to see so that I can stop repeating the cycle, so I can finally master something. That's what this card represents, mastering something. So it's like when I was able to finally do that, I was able to see truths in things that maybe I didn't realized before, right? So super interesting. Look at that. Chinnis has been working on chakra clearing. Well, definitely aligning, definitely mastering the chakras. And I'm just saying that's, if you guys want to know how to manifest, if you're having a hard time manifesting, if you're like, why can I watch other people manifest, but I struggle to bring in what I want into my life, start mastering those chakras, start balancing those chakras. Definitely and here's what I'm going to say too. This is something I've been studying. I feel like reunion, I had a 3-year separation in my journey, and then I had a reunion period last June. And I do feel that that is exactly what kicked off my Kundalini. And if you study other twin flames, you'll see that that's actually not abnormal at all. It happens all the time. But also, what can activate Kundalini activation is your practice, your spiritual practices, the discipline in your spiritual practice. If you're meditating every day, if you're getting up, washing your face, doing your meditations, doing all your physical activities to make your body stronger and healthy, if you're aligning with purpose, if you are connecting with source and spirit, all of those things could definitely kick off Kundalini activation. So Jenna, have you had Kundalini activation yet? So you're saying no, it hasn't happened yet. Secrets to be revealed with Scorpio full moon, like this could be coming. And here's what I'm going to say, guys, because Kundalini activation can seem scary as crap, right? I went to two hospitals. Two hospitals. I found the Matrix Hospital where I live. There's going to be one near you. And that's really the only hospital I will ever go to. Like, I will never waste my time going to another hospital ever again. But what happens is, for some of us, and again, it could be different for you. So, do your own research. But when Kundalini activation happened for me, it definitely was a surge from the root chakra all the way up the system, all the way up the body, all the way up to that crown chakra where it felt like it was going to explode. I mean, it did. It felt like it did explode. Like I remember laying in the bed and the energy was surging, 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 and then through the crown chakra it went, and I thought, this is it. I'm gonna die. It's over. I love everybody. I had a good time. Let's go for the next round, right? Like I really thought that's what was happening. And then of course I'm laying there, and they bring back all the test results, and they're like, "No, Rosa, everything's fine. Your heart's fine. This is fine. All that's fine." I'm like, "What? This doesn't make any sense." And then I thought, oh my gosh, it's gonna be like anxiety or panic attack, or okay, I've had panic attacks, and I just want to say, when this happens, this is like, it seems like for me, the symptoms of a panic attack times a freaking billion. Okay, this is much more than panic and anxiety. Okay, and what happens when this happens, I feel like in my journey, Jenna, spirit touched my soul in a way that I can't explain. I just aligned. I just started going in the direction that spirit wanted me to go. It was easier for me to stay in alignment. It was easier for me to purge all the shit that my body did not need, the sugars, the cokes, the sodas, the coffees, the fast food, all the stuff. It was so much easier. It was easier for me to hear spirit. It's much easier now. Like before, I felt like I was having to discern, is this spirit? What am I hearing? What is this happening? Right now, it's not that way at all. Now I know 150% that that is spirit, and I don't have to question it. It's always good. It's always high vibrational. My intuition is heightened. I don't know. So much good things happen when you have Kundalini activation, and that's definitely what I'm picking up there. All right, where to journey deeper? Where to journey deeper? Ooh, she says, having a reactivation due to chiropractor adjusting my spine. That's so interesting. Tell me what you guys feel about the chiropractors. Okay, because I'm a judgmental bee, I learned a long time ago that chiropractors were bad and that going to a chiropractor could cause long-term problems and this type of thing. So I feel like I never gave it an honest, whatever, because I was just being very judgmental. But Spirit has brought up the chiropractor to me a couple of different times. But I will say, because I do my own yoga, my own Pilates, my own, all of these things, I feel like I'm doing my own adjustments in these practices, right? But I have had several people talk to me about chiropractors, including my youngest son who has Schumann's. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Schumann's. It's a spine disorder. It's kind of like I don't know what the other. I think it's called scoliosis, where it's the hump like in the back or the curve in the top of the back. So Schumann's, and it's called Schumann's. What a freaking coincidence! I just realized that. Talk about a freaking synchronicity. But anyway, I'm telling you, that's what it's called. Look it up. But Schumann's is a curve in the lower spine. So he has a curve in his lower spine, which I remember with his dad, was a constant, and it is genetic. I see you, Twitch. I see you. So it's a constant, what am I trying to think of here? And I accidentally hit off Jenna's name. Pain. It's a constant ache. It's a constant pain in his lower back. And so, of course, one of the things that I learned when I was married to his dad was that, the core strength of your back is what's going to help that energy. So you're not taking pills and having to go to chiropractors and these types of things. And I know a lot of times for men, weight training and this type of thing is like core training, and I get that. But guys, I just want to say yoga is not just for women. Yoga is not just for women. Like, you can find men yoga instructors. And you can find men yoga instructors for men. So I just want to say, I know that chiropractor is something that, people use. And again, I'm not going to knock it because I don't know enough about it, unless I'm just being a judgmental bee about it, right? So I'm not going to say do it, don't do it, whatever. Do your research and make the decision based on you. But I will say, excuse me, I will say that I do feel there are other things you can do other than going to the chiropractor, right? All right, so we have the Six of Earth coming out for where you need to journey deeper. This is about responsibilities and duties. Notice how his arms are chained, Jenna, but look at the fruit in his bowl. So it does give me this energy. It's about responsibilities and duties. It's giving me some Taurus energy. So I would say look on your chart. Where is Taurus for you? But it's like, as long as you, I don't know how to say this without it sounding a certain way, but on this specific journey, we kind of are bound to someone. We kind of are chained to someone. We kind of are connected to someone. And it's interesting because 9 times out of 10, if you talk to someone that's on a twin flame spiritual awakening journey and you ask them who they're chained to or connected to or bound to, they're going to tell you a person's name, a human name, the counterpart, the person that woke them up. And you know what I'm learning in my journey? We were never bound to that person ever. We were always bound to source. That's it. That's what our connection is to. I wonder if that's why we can't cut the cord. Isn't that interesting? So where you're going to journey deeper is going to be the path, the job, the mission. That's the word I'm getting with this card. The mission that Spirit gave you. All right, now let's look and see, where will your passions lead you? Scorpio Full Moon is all about following your passions. We have the Mother card coming out. This is divine feminine energy. This is definitely Cancer energy is coming up for me with this card. It is giving major arcana, and it is definitely giving me some unconditional love. It's giving me like Empress, not Empress. Yes, Empress energy. Creativity, connection to source, being able to manifest at the drop of a dime type of energy. All right, let's do the last one. How will the universe help you? How will the universe help you? Ooh, look at that. We have the 9 of air. I'm totally going to have to look it up in the book, but look at all of the alignment. Look at that third chakra lit. I mean, the eyebrow chakra, the brow chakra. I'll get it out. It's a picture on the back. Look at that. To seek, to feel, to grow, to heal. Jenna. All right. 9 of air. Keywords are self-awareness, universal consciousness, understanding, insight, vision, imagination, fantasy, and creativity. Open to possibilities. Possibilities are infinite. Know thyself and know the universe. Belief creates. All that exists was first imagined. Fantasy is the birthplace of reality. Jenna, this is all about Kundalini activation, aligning to your purpose, your divine feminine energy, and manifesting the life that you want. Beautiful reading. Amazing. All right, Jenna, I hope that was helpful. I love your enthusiasm. All right. So I have Angel next. Angel, say hi to me in the comments. Jenna, your energy has been like that, though. I feel like for months now. It's been at least 2 months that I can remember, where I feel like it was very high vibrational. Like you could practically manifest anything you wanted in that moment. How many of you guys manifested with eclipse energy? How many of you guys heard other astrologers telling you not to manifest with that energy? I don't know. Maybe it's like the journey that we're on. Maybe because we're on this specific spiritual awakening journey, we're allowed to manifest whenever. And then maybe not. I don't really know. For me, it's like I can manifest whenever. Spirit's with me all the time, every day, 24/7. It doesn't matter if Mercury's in the microwave or not. It doesn't matter what planet's going where. It doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. It's like spirit, if I'm allowed to have it, spirit gives it to me. It's that simple. Jenna says, I was keeping solid faith. I love it. Ooh, Jenna, going to the zoo tomorrow. Maybe we'll see a snake. Are you scared of the snakes? Miss Tina has a big fear of snakes. I was fishing with my youngest son this morning. We went to the marina super early on my day off. That's how you know I love this place, right? But we were after fishing and we've seen our first copperhead. And let me tell you, this snake, this type of snake in this lake that I'm at, it's notorious, right? So you're always looking for these snakes, but most of the time they're water snakes and they're harmless. So I was really, like shocked to, she said not scared of the snakes. But I was really shocked to see the little diamonds, like my son pointed out. I was like, man, you're so right. That was definitely a copperhead. So when I worked at the marina the first time, I was the snake getter. Like everybody would always come and get Rosa to go get the snake because they didn't want to deal with it. We had this little like this little pitch like fork thing tool that was like this metal tool, and you could go out there and like pick the snake up with it and throw it back into the water. Everybody was always trying to kill the snake. I never wanted to kill the snake. I always felt like I wasn't supposed to really. But yeah, I was telling a friend of mine, I was like, the bugs, I feel like it's interesting when you have spiritual awakening and you stop killing the bugs. Do you guys realize? Like, I feel like I was constantly killing bugs all the time, and then spiritual awakening happened, and now it's like, okay, get out of the house, go out into your own house. You know what I mean? I told my friend, I was like, I will give the bugs like a warning or two. I understand I'm not supposed to kill it and it needs to be, go out into its own environment. I will try to assist it, but if it doesn't want to listen, like, I'm sorry, I just can't handle it. I'm going to take it out. But the snakes, for some reason, don't bother me at all. Isn't that weird? And you saw a groundhog today. That is interesting. The animals, right? Pay attention to the animals, especially when you're having your Kundalini activation. All right, Angelique, Scorpio reading. It's not Angelique, it's Angel. I don't know why I said Angelique. Maybe I'm thinking of Angelique. How interesting, right? All right, Angel, Scorpio, full moon. I think my favorite so far out of this spread is the Secrets to be Revealed card. All right, so here's Michelle giving us the list. This is what we have left, guys. Sandra's going to be next. Michelle's going to be after Sandra, Sarluva, and we're going to close it out with Danger Zone. Thank you for helping Michelle with the list. Let's see. Angel, look at you. The masculine and feminine card flip. Secrets to be revealed. So clearly something about your twin journey comes to light. The fire energy is sticking out, the passion. One thing about this journey, and that's why you don't experience that situation with anyone else. The passion is never it never reaches that intensity with anyone else, ever, ever, ever. I tried to have 3 different relationships after my awakening. And I do feel like when we're doing that, I do honestly feel that we're trying to replace that energy, definitely, because we don't understand that it was always about our inner masculine and feminine. We're supposed to be aligning our inner masculine and feminine. So it's like we're always trying to align with that. If we're feminine, we're always trying to align with that masculine. So it's like we're always trying to replace that energy. So you could try to like date people that look like your counterpart, the person that woke you up. I noticed I did that, definitely. Not only people that looked like him, but maybe people that acted like him, or maybe people that did the same types of things like him. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're trying to replace that. I feel like the secret to be revealed for you is going to be about something about balancing your own masculine and feminine energy within, not necessarily about that counterpart's energy. All right, let's look at where you will journey deeper. Scorpio is the big dark pool, I always say. It's so dark that the scientists, the astrologers cannot tell us how deep that water is. They can just tell us that it's very, very deep. It just goes and goes and goes. So where you need to journey deeper, we have King of Water. It's going to be King of Cups. It's my clue card for Divine Masculine. You're definitely getting like all the twin cards. I see that emotion and intellect again. So it's that energy of your head is in one space, but your heart feels something else. This could be about your Divine Masculine counterpart, definitely, but it could also be about remember, the King of Cups for me is the counselor, mentor, therapist, and we added coach, right? So it's like those energies are about having control of your emotions. Like your emotions don't control how you react to something. That could be where you're going to journey deeper. All right, let's look at where your passions will lead you. Where your passions will lead you. You have the Desire card. It's the manifestation card. Look at that. See how he's calling everything forth in his hands? All the things that he wants. Also, too, this card represents, and it talks about in the book, Major Arcana, too, but it talks about how sometimes we think we want something, Angel, like we think we want something a certain way. Let's use the twin journey as an example. Many times when we first are activated or awakened, or our foundation is just freaking shook to all get out, right? When this is happening and this person has caused this, we think we want to be with that person, right? Like we think that's our desire. That's what we're trying to manifest. In fact, early on in the beginning of the journey, that is what we're trying to manifest, and that is what we're desiring and want to do. But what happens is as you awaken, as you progress through your spiritual awakening journey, the path that your soul wanted to take in this lifetime, your desires change. Then your desire becomes for that person to heal. Then your desire becomes for that person to find their own happiness and to find their own purpose and to get on their own journey and their own mission, right? And that could be what's happening with you with this Scorpio full moon. All right, let's look at how the universe is going to help you. How the universe is going to help you bring in the things that you want in this life. All right, so you have the Ace of Air. So it's like Spirit's going to tell you, right? Communication, clarity. This would be like Ace of Swords type of energy. It could be new communication too. And it can also be, there could be new abilities, new telepathic abilities here. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Angel. I hope that was helpful. All right, I have Sandra. Sandra on YouTube, Scorpio reading. Sandra the Scorpio. We have so many Scorpios here at PLR. I want you guys to know it's going to be counterpart energy. The person that woke me was all Scorpio. So much Scorpio. Scorpio sun and rising. And rising. I have Uranus. Uranus is in my house of Scorpio. It's the only thing there. And it is, you know, shock, surprise, awe. And I feel like anytime I'm dealing with Scorpio energy, it's shock, surprise, awe. But I have a lot of Scorpios in my life. Like even before my counterpart awakened, like even before I had this, you know, spiritual awakening, whatever, there was a lot of Scorpios. It's very interesting to me. I told Miss Tina once, I said, I know why. I know why I attract the Scorpios and I know why they like me so much. You ready? I'm the Aries. Okay. Aries is fire, passion. We are about we're leaders, so don't get in our way. We're definitely strong fire energy. We will burn that shit down. You know what I'm saying? And it tends to, I wouldn't say that Aries likes drama. I don't necessarily like drama, but I will handle drama. I will take care of drama and I will end the drama. That's the Aries, right? So it's funny because Scorpios are very like hidden. They're very, thank you, Angel. But they're very secretive, very personal, private energies, right? So they really don't let their drama out there into the world, right? But Scorpio loves other people's drama. Yes, they do. Hi, Amanda. So because Scorpios love other people's drama, that's why Scorpios love me, because I'm always burning that shit down. You see what I'm trying to say? I'm telling you. That's why there's so many Scorpios. All right, Angel. Amanda, I just heard if you want to do Talking to Heaven, we can add you to the list. All right, Sandra here with us, ready to go. All right. Our resident Scorpio. Let's see how this moon is going to impact you, Sandra. So the first card I'm looking at is Secrets to be Revealed. Secrets to be revealed. Ooh. It's gonna be 5 of water. It's definitely 5 of cups energy. I had to put it down. I talk so much shit. The Aries talk shit. You guys should know that. Like I'm like, we'll burn it down. That was hot. I had to put it down. So it is 5 of cups type of energy. And it's loss, despair. Excuse me. So here's what I'm getting. The Five of Cups is always, remember, Spirit's not telling us future. Spirit's telling us this happened to you, and this is how you're going to heal the situation, right? So Five of Cups, loss, despair, tells me that you've lost something. It caused you great despair. Great discomfort is the word that I just heard. There's so much more. It's emotional. It's tears. It's just a heavy, heavy energy. So the card is about surrendering. Like you can see the light coming through the water towards her. So it is about surrendering. Look at the sensational was in reverse. This is kind of like the scroll keeper, the knowledge holder type of energy. And so that's why you felt that loss and despair. Ooh, I got it. Ready? You are learning. I almost said this. I think I did say this to somebody. I posted today. Today is April 14th. Guys, you should know. Today, my mom passed away 13 years ago today. And it's always really hard right around my birthday. I definitely miss her all the time. But I will say this, ready? I miss her less today than I did 4 years ago, than I did 5 years ago, and I did 7 years ago. And it is because I've had this spiritual awakening and I now know how to connect with her. So today I made a post on Facebook and I said something about, it was the 13th anniversary of, my mom's heaven date. And I posted it on there, and people, like put the little, sorry things and love hugs, all the things. And I wanted to put on there, like, don't be sad for me though, because I've learned how to take my mom fishing with me. And I know, I know how that sounds. That's why I didn't put it on there, because then they'll start sending out the paddy wagon, right? But I have. I mean, I don't know how else to say that. I have learned how to connect with source, and my mother's energy is connected to source. So I've learned how to meditate. I've learned how to go out there where it's just me, my fishing pole, that water, and my mom. And I promise you, I don't miss her today like I did before my spiritual awakening. That's what's happening here. So secrets to be revealed. That Five of Cups, that loss, it could be your parents, definitely. But it's like you felt a disconnect, and you're about to feel the biggest connection of all, because you're about to realize that those energies, those connections to source, like they're connected to you. They're always there. They haven't gone anywhere. I feel like that's always pretty big in our journey. I feel like that's the talking to heaven, the mediumship. And I feel like for those of us on this type of spiritual awakening, here's something I've realized. If you look at other twin flame readers, they also have mediumship abilities. Now, does that mean we all have mediumship abilities? I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's possible. But I feel like it's pretty interesting that a lot of twins can talk to the other side, especially those that their counterpart has passed away and they are on the other side of the veil, right? All right, let's keep going, Sandra. Where you need to journey deeper. I feel like this won't be any type of shock, whatever card we're fixing to pull here, because you are the Scorpio. So it's like you already know. You do this every day. Big confirmation from Spirit. We have the Ace of Fire, fate, destiny. It's like the Ace of Wands type of energy, right? And the spider is definitely giving me like that weaving your destiny type of energy, making it what you want. Yeah, it's definitely about the weaving. There's something about it's going to take there's work. I know you're doing physical work. Like I can feel your physical tiredness, but this is spiritual work. This is mental work. And I know you're thinking you went through it mentally, and it is because you have. It's because you've suffered that loss. But when you have this full moon, I feel like you're going to feel an ability to connect with that loss, and it no longer feels that deep or that intense, right? But this here is more about your time that you're spending. So this is how you're going to journey deeper. The time that you're spending on educating yourself about your spiritual powers, abilities, that type of energy. All right, let's look and see where your passions will lead you. Ooh, wow, look at this, big confirmation. So we have the 3 of air. It's the knowledge card. See how he's got the book open and he's reading, gaining more knowledge. Big confirmation from spirit. All right, let's look at how the universe will help you, Sandra. How the universe will help you. Yep, it's going to be about the reading, the learning, gaining more knowledge and power about your abilities and the type of awakening that you're experiencing. All right, so we have the 6 of air coming out. It's duality, the duality card, yin yang card. Interesting. And also the alignment. I see the chakra is coming through the crown. You see that? Interesting. So I feel like there's a lot of Kundalini activation energy coming up. Now, I've experienced Kundalini activation already. I experienced it last summer. Now, some people will say that you can have, like Jenna just said it, you can have reactivations. That's definitely a case. A lot of us could be feeling some reactivations here. All right, on the bottom is the 10 of earth. It's the abundance card, having all the things that you need. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Sandra. I hope that was helpful. Yes, she does. I keep saying that we should all show up and just help her finish painting. I keep asking her if she still enjoys it. Thank you, Sandra. When I worked at Prizer the first time, I had to paint the picnic tables. I had to do a lot of painting: decks, picnic tables, doors, walls, condos. But it was because my boss lady thought that I painted better than most of the maintenance men, and I did. It was because I was a woman and I put a lot more great effort into making it look pretty, right? As men will just slap the paint on there and they're good to go. I get it, right? Efficiency and whatnot. So I noticed that if I painted, she would let me stay later into the season. It's a seasonal job. And at the time, my kids were still home and I needed to work as much as possible, right? And so I would try to stay later into the season. Well, I could stay until like mid-November if I painted. And I remember people asking me, like, towards middle of November when it was almost time for me to be finished, was I sick of painting yet? And I was like, no, absolutely not. Like every time I do it, is it tiresome? Is it hard? Is it physical? Like, yeah, absolutely. But is it a creativity? Is it a form of expression? Is it a way to connect with source? Like, yes, absolutely. So if you're having a hard time connecting with source, everybody, let's go help Sandra paint. All right. Michelle is next. Michelle, say hi to me in the comments. And then we have Starluva, and then we have Danger Zone. I feel like that's how it always turns out, right? Sandra says this has been a way bigger job than I expected. I feel like that's always how it works out. Yes, the before and after. Amanda, thank you for reminding me, Michelle. Spirit told me. Amanda, did you stick around? Did she say she's gonna stick around? Yeah, sweet. We're not there yet. Ooh, look at this one. I love this one. Sweetheart on Twitch. Hello, sweetheart on Twitch. Let's go ahead and add Twitch. I know I keep saying we're closed, but I feel like I don't have anybody over there, so I just want to make sure. There's not very many. So we'll add Sweetheart after Amanda. And then I promise that's the last one. And let's see. Really quickly, sweetheart, this is going to be the spread. So this is what we're doing. This is the free reading that I'm offering tonight. So if you have any questions, just think about your question whenever I call your name, right? That's how it's going to work. All right, let me go back to Michelle's. And here's our new updated list. Thank you, Michelle. All right. Michelle, Scorpio Full Moon, secrets to be revealed. The duality card wants to come back out. It's definitely giving me, look how he's got the scales, balance the masculine, feminine energy. You see that? Secrets to be revealed. It's definitely giving me like something internal. Oh, I know what it is. You're gonna learn how to look at that. You're gonna learn how, okay, one, you're learning that it was always internal. I know we want to give so many props to the person that awakened us, and I get that. And I always say it's not that they're not important. Of course they're important. It's your soul in another body. It's like a whole simultaneous incarnation of you walking around. So of course they're important. But it's not until you realize that it was internal within you, your masculine and feminine energies. And when you start to balance those, the ascension lift that it gives that counterpart energy is amazing. That's why they say that when you work on your journey, it helps the other person. That is a very true statement. The surrender card, the release card is here. So it's like when you release this person, this energy, look at the self card, more confirmation. It's like when you release that energy and you realize it's all internal, you start to balance your own masculine and feminine energies. Bam, there's that energy, right? All right, let's look at where to journey deeper, Michelle. Where to journey deeper. We have the King of Earth coming out, King of Pentacles. This is about your responsibilities, your duties, your mission. That's where Spirit wants you to put your focus. All right, where your passions will lead you. Where your passions will lead you. Look at all the earth energy. We have the sensational coming back out. Okay, so this gives me the energy of like the scribe. And I want to say there is a scribe card, but it is this energy of like connected to Gaia, connected to earth, understand and rooted. It's rooted, like understanding who you are, where you came from, that type of energy. This is how where your passions are going to lead you. It's also giving me like straight up abundance. So it's giving me like this energy of because I know who I am, I'm able to create what is meant for me, right? It's giving me that type of energy. All right, how the universe will help you. Definitely giving me like some masculine feminine vibes for sure, right? Oh, look at this. We have the emotions card and the father card. So you could be dealing with something that has to do with the father, an underlying energy. There could be some what do they call that, inner child wounds there. But it's the emotion cards. Look how she's got the sword and then she's holding it very balanced. This card always reminds me of Trace Diaz. They have this thing here where I live. It's called Trace Diaz. It's like the local churches. They put it together, and it's like they call it, the weekend on the hill, and it's where you travel to the next town where that Matrix Hospital is. I'm just saying, coincidence? I think not. But anyway, they have it there every year, and really they just go around gathering people that are new to church or are, having their dark night of the soul, really, right? And they separate women and men, and they do 2 different weekends. And again, it's all the churches in the local area, so it's not like just one church doing this. And then you go up there for 3 days, and it's definitely a come to meet Jesus moment, right? They don't let you smoke while you're there. You don't have phones while you're there. It's definitely just you and God and the other people that are there. I went through an anointment that was part of the process there, that I feel like really kicked off my spiritual awakening. It's really when like I allowed what they call the Holy Spirit. Guys, it's just labels, just labels for the same stuff. But it was like I went through all of this during right before COVID happened, like literally a week before they came out and said COVID's here, we're shutting the country down, put masks on, don't let anybody touch you. You know what I'm saying? Like a week before I came out, and I had just started this job at Lowe's. I was working in the garden center. I don't know if you've ever been to the garden center at Lowe's, but people are constantly coming up to you and they're like, I need this flower, or what type of flower is this, or what's wrong with my dying plant? You know what I'm saying? And so I just want to say that I feel like if I had not went to that place, I wouldn't have been able to handle COVID as strongly and as positive as I was able to handle it, right? My fear was my faith was definitely bigger than my fear, right? So COVID wasn't going to get me, wasn't going to scare me. My faith in God was bigger than my fear of COVID, right? But there was this one moment when we had this. Every morning they would wake us up super freaking early in the morning, right? And they would bring us to the little church area they had set up, and we would all sit in there and we would praise and sing songs and all the great things. And then one of the ladies would come up and they would tell their testimony, or their whatever they were going to talk to us about that day. And I just remember this card reminds me of this one lady that stood up there, and she gave this talk about our emotions, and how she would hope that by the end of our 3 days that we really had a grasp on these emotions. Because when we don't have a grasp on these emotions, what happens is we feel like our life is like this, up and down, up and down, up and down. We hear things like bipolar. We go from one extreme emotion to another extreme emotion, right? And that's when we're not in alignment. That's what's happening. And when we come into alignment, we become very balanced. So look at the scales and look how she's holding that sword, so very balanced. It's definitely like and I don't know if you can see it, but like she's down here, like kind of cowering down. It looks like she's crying in the bottom part. So it's like not allowing those energies to affect your life. Like, can you be sad about something? Can you be mad about something? Can you be disappointed? Can you be happy, elated, excited, enjoy, but not allow any of those feelings or energies to cause a ripple in what it is that you're building and creating, right? So that's the energy that I got. And she talked about it. She used the example of a roller coaster. She's like, your feelings can feel like a roller coaster, like you're up and down, up and down. When you're in dark night of the soul, I mean, that could be super intense. So you could be coming out of dark night of the soul, Michelle, I just want to say, and you could be coming to this part in your journey, in your alignment, where you start to learn that you actually can control your emotions and they don't control you. They don't have to be how you react to something. And the reason that is because you start responding instead of reacting, right? All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. Starluva on YouTube. Say hi to me in the comments. I love it. Thank you, Michelle. Sorry, I checked my phone. All right. Starluva is next. Danger Zone, Amanda, and Sweetheart on Twitch. Oh, no. Starliva, the Six of Water flew out. Secrets to be revealed. Kindness, concern, sympathy, compassion, understanding, forgiveness, love. The ideal of kindness and compassion. See all that is good and pure. Strive to be better. Embrace healthy boundaries. Starliva, there's something about that necklace or bracelet, something she's holding with that heart. It's just really like it's flashing at me. I don't know if maybe you have like something similar, maybe something someone gave you. All right, let me keep going. It says, accept that you will falter. So that's right after embrace healthy boundaries. That could have something to do with something. I feel like someone gave you something. It's so weird. But it's like you're trying to have healthy boundaries with someone, and maybe it's two steps forward, one step back type of situation. Spirit's asking you to have compassion, understanding. The kindness, compassion, and understanding can be towards yourself. It says, overcome obstacles with gentle determination. Be gentle with yourself. Secrets to be revealed, Sarlula, could be that you're being too hard on yourself, or maybe even being too hard on someone else. I feel like it's more about you being too hard on yourself now. All right, let's look at where you need to journey deeper. All right, we have the Eight of Air coming out. So it's kind of giving me some Eight of Swords energy. We've seen that cause and effect. We've looked at this card not too long ago. It came out for the collective reading. See how the one sword is like stabbing into his hand and he's bleeding? It's definitely giving me like cause and effect. I feel like you could be being too hard on yourself about something. I feel like the Scorpio full moon could teach you like why something had to happen a certain way. And that could allow you to be kinder to yourself. All right, where your passions will lead you. Where your passions will lead you. Ooh, several came out. Wow, we'll take all of them. All right, so we have the Nine of Earth. Ooh, we have the Death and Rebirth card coming out. And look at the Child card coming out. On the bottom, Destiny. Girl, what you got going on over there? You're manifesting something. You're bringing something into fruition. It's definitely giving me like home. I almost said the word hearth. I don't really use that word, so that's interesting. But it's about like a family unit coming together, building something. Death and rebirth is like the old way is finished, the new way is here. More Kundalini activation coming out with this card, and the card could be like a physical child, or it could be like a representation of pureness, innocence, joy, excitement, right? And it's like it's your destiny. Taking it right. Let's look one more. How will the universe help you? How will the universe help you? I feel like the universe helps you because it gives you this destiny, right? Look at the love card. Love, Star Luba. It's definitely giving me energy of like coming together. There is some energy here of healthy boundaries being really important, cause and effect. So it's like you could be either meeting someone new, or again, this could be about enhancing an old relationship, right? But it's like you enhance it by enforcing your healthy boundaries. This is fate, destiny. This could definitely have something to do with counterpart energy. On the bottom, Queen of Water. All right, Starleaf, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. Danger Zone on Twitch. Say hi to me in the comments, please. Sweet. Union. Have mercy. Danger Zone. There's that Sage card. All right, here we go. Mastery again. Look at that. Okay, so we have secrets to be revealed. The Union card is here. What a beautiful card. Look at the coming together of all the elements, all the energies. It's definitely coming, like giving me balanced energy. Finding your zone. Maybe that's because it's danger zone. I don't know. But it's like finding your path, finding your direction, that type of energy. So where you need to journey deeper, King of Fire, this is what you're passionate about, what brings you excitement. It's King of Wands. It's definitely giving me like be confident in what you're capable of doing type of energy. Where your passions will lead you. This is the Mastery card. This is again about chakras, alignment. Not just aligning the chakras, but then using them, right? Like that's the whole point is once you clear out the blockages and you remove all the things that are stopping the energy from being able to flow. Once you have those energy flowing, then you're able to start using those energies, right? The Sage card gives me big confirmation of that because the Sage card is about understanding, wisdom, knowledge. It almost looks to me like, again, coming out of Dark Night of the Soul, this is the energy that you gain. It's the knowledge, the power that you gained while you were there. And it's like now you're bringing this out and you're able to implement. Beautiful, beautiful energy. All right, Danger Zone. I hope that was helpful. Two major arcana. Look at that. Beginning and end. On the bottom, Ace of Water. Ace of Water is like Ace of Cups energy. Trust your intuition. And you could also have like, it's overflow of emotion, but I don't think it's overflow of emotion. It's more of overflow of intuition. So trust your intuition. You're probably getting like several intuitive hits at this time. All right, Amanda. Amanda on Facebook, and it's going to be Talking to Heaven. Thank you, Danger Zone. Thank you for being so patient. I heard light candles. I don't know if that's for me or for you. I have one. Amanda, if you're trying to connect, I don't know who's telling me this, but just try it. Light a candle and meditate on the flame and try to, what's it called? Have mercy. There's actually a name for it, where you make the flame grow higher and lower, higher and lower. Have you been doing that? Have you ever done that before? Have you been watching fires lately? All right, here it comes. That's way too many. Let's take these two and this one. I also see that you're not alone. It's the lighthouse. Believe in yourself. You can do it. Look at the glow. See that orange glow? What did she say? A lot. Sweet. Okay. Just making sure it wasn't just me. Whoever you're connecting to, look at the young man in the picture. And then the message is, I had to leave that way. Okay, this may not tickle your fancy the way you kind of want it to, but I'm told we're just gonna say it. Sometimes we experience things, traumas, people leaving this world. Come on, Spirit, help me out. Okay, so when we see children, young people that still have their life ahead of them pass away, we tend to blame God and we tend to go, why did you take them? Right? And we think like, oh, their life was taken from them, or their life was shortened, or something like that. The message here is their life was not shortened. They came here and they fulfilled their mission in this life. And are you ready? The goosebumps from head to toe right now, girl. Their mission was to awaken you. That's it. That was their mission. That's what they came here for. And not just you. I'm sure it's several people around you, but that was the purpose. That's what they came to do. That's why God put them here. They came and they done their job very, very, very well, right? And it's just the one. It's just the one son. All right, I'm going to leave that right there. I hope that was helpful. No, I'm not. I'm going to read that. I had to leave this way. Let's read that really quickly. I had to leave this way. All right, it says, please don't relive my death in your mind. Ooh, yep, we had to read that. As from my perspective, it was very different from how you imagined. To me, it was like a dream that culminated in a very happy ending. Yes, I was so sad to leave you, our loved ones, in our life together, but I have to be honest and say that I'm truly happy here. My soul is so enriched by all that I'm learning. Can you imagine what our souls go through when we go back home, when we go back to heaven, and we've done what God asked us to do? I'm just saying. It says, I'm still able to be with you and help you. I'm finally free of all earthly suffering, which allows me to love you even more than before. My life plan was designed with a divine wisdom, and that included the timing and the way in which I exited. It is the same with your life and everyone else's. It's exciting to finally know these truths and to share them with you. Please know that I am truly sorry that the mode of my passing brought pain to you, and yet everything happened exactly as it was supposed to happen. You couldn't have stopped it or changed anything. There was no other way. All right, now I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful, Amanda. I hope you can understand it. I don't know. Sometimes like I'm scared to say something and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're going to take it the wrong way or something. You know what I mean? Awesome. Sweet. I love you. All right, sweetheart on Twitch, your last one on my list. Please let me know. Please let me know if you're still here. Guys, don't forget Tuesday. So I'm not going to see you tomorrow. I'm going to miss you guys so much. I'm going to miss you, miss you, miss you. But we're going to put fire and water signs together to help Rosa go from 5 lives a week to 3 lives a week. So tonight we did love and astrology. We're talking all Scorpio full moon this week. So Tuesday night, regular time, 8 p.m. Yes, they will be a little longer, and that's going to be okay. It's going to help us with our watch time, view duration, and our commercial pay, right? So it's going to totally work out in our favor. Fire and water signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces tomorrow night. That's not true. Don't listen to me. Tuesday night, 8 p.m. It is already posted over on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch. Over on Facebook and YouTube, you can hit those notify me buttons so that it will notify you when I hit that live button, 8 p.m. Tuesday night. Now, Wednesday, I'm going to try to do the Earth and air. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That will normally be on Wednesday night. This is the schedule that I'm hoping to implement throughout the rest of the summer as I hold my summer job at the marina, right? And I'm really hoping this works out this way. But I do want to mention that I do have not necessarily birthday plans on my birthday, but I am helping a friend do something very, very important on my birthday. God is definitely aligning me with my purpose on my birthday. And so my focus is going to be there. And it's very possible that I will not do the earth and air on Wednesday night. We may have to wait until Thursday night. So I have not posted that one yet, but just make sure you're looking for thumbnails. I'll try to show them to you before we actually get them posted so that you know what to click on. All right, guys. All right. Okay, I'm not seeing Twitch come in. I know it's so hard for Twitch to wait so patiently. I get it. I get it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, guys. Thank you so much for coming in here, hanging out with me. Michelle, thank you so much for helping with the list. Everyone, I love that you guys are communicating with one another in the chat. I love that we can all see our collective energies together, working together and helping one another, definitely. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you very, very much. I'm always, always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night, everyone.